Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical, and today for you guys I'm bringing you a little comparison video comparing Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep on the regular PlayStation 4 to that of the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, as of right now, this is probably my most asked question on Twitter and YouTube. A lot of you guys have been asking me, what are the key differences between playing it on the Pro and the regular, normal PlayStation 4? So today we're just going to be comparing basically the footage on the regular PlayStation 4 and footage on the Pro version of the PlayStation 4. I actually own both consoles, so this kind of comes in handy, right? So let's get straight into it. So in terms of raw visuals, honestly guys, I didn't notice anything substantially different between both versions. I would have to say that on the PlayStation 4 Pro, things do seem a little bit more crisp, and to a certain degree there might be a little bit more anti-aliasing sort of going on while playing 0.2 on the PlayStation 4 Pro, but it's really not substantial to ultimately tell a huge difference between the visuals on the Pro and the visuals on the regular PlayStation 4. You guys can clearly see on the left as of right now we've got the regular version, and on the right we have the Pro version. So yeah, when it comes down to visuals, I honestly didn't really notice too much of a big difference. However though, where the PlayStation 4 Pro shines the most for 0.2 Birth by Sleep is most certainly game performance, looking towards frames per second. Now, when playing 0.2 on a regular PlayStation 4, you're going to get around about 30 frames per second. Whereas if you're playing 0.2 on a PlayStation 4 Pro, you're going to get about 50 to 60 frames per second. Now, that right there is an absolute massive step up when it comes down to the frames per second. Obviously, there is a clear difference between a game running at 30 frames and a game running at 60 frames. 60 frames equals a smoother gameplay experience, and honestly, when I was playing 0.2 Birth by Sleep on a regular PlayStation 4, from just recently playing it on a Pro, honestly, it felt very sluggish to me, and that's only because of the fact that I was used to playing 0.2 at around about 60 frames per second. The other thing that I noticed is a lot of people have been complaining about FPS drops on 0.2 while playing it on a regular PlayStation 4, and while I was actually playing it on my regular PlayStation 4, yes indeed, every so often I would experience very slight frame drops, nothing like drastic or sort of, you know, game breaking to any degree, but certainly there were a few drops here and there when, of course, there's like a lot of particle effects and whatnot on screen, whereas my experience on 0.2 while playing it on a PlayStation 4 Pro, I haven't noticed any frame drops whatsoever. Now, of course, with all this being said, 0.2 Birth by Sleep is still a very enjoyable experience while playing on a regular PlayStation 4, and I don't think it's absolutely necessary to, of course, go out of your way to buy a Pro in order to get the smoother gameplay experience for 0.2. What it comes down to is really just personal preference. If you want a smoother gameplay experience for 0.2 Birth by Sleep, then I'd say yeah, I'd recommend to go get a Pro, but honestly, it's really not a necessity, because still to the point, 0.2 Birth by Sleep still runs perfectly fine on a regular PlayStation 4. However though, if this is going to be a thing for Kingdom Hearts 3, then I would certainly recommend it, just due to the sheer amount of volume that Kingdom Hearts 3 will eventually have. And of course, running Kingdom Hearts at 60 frames per second feels absolutely just so nice and so buttery smooth, and feels very natural to that of the gameplay experience. But however guys, that is my sort of 2 cents on the comparison between the regular PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 Pro. I gotta say, yeah, the game performance on Pro is quite a bit better than that of the regular PlayStation 4, but honestly, it just really comes down to personal preference. If you want a gameplay experience that is a little bit smoother, then play it on the Pro. However guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.